Alright guys, so we're back on the 99 Blazer here, S10 Blazer here. And I want to go over a video here guys on the, I was changing out the rear axle bearings here. You can check that other video out. I got another video out on redoing these axle shaft, the bearing repair kit. And I wanted to put the new brake shields on there. The rear disc brake shield. And guys, I forgot to put that I forgot to put that shield on there before I put my axles back in there. So I kind of figured out a way of getting around that. It's not the ideal way to do it. The ideal way is when you got your axle out is go ahead and if you're wanting to replace that, because these are real thin metal guys, and they on this vehicle here, they on both sides it was completely rotted. It was completely gone. There wasn't even no shields here. It was completely rusted off. And so what I did, guys, I took my Dremel here with a cutoff saw with a cutoff blade, and all I did was cut a slit in that shield, and then guys, I bent it. You really got to bend it a lot. Bend it like this, and you have to bend it a lot. And once you bend it, you can work your way around this. You can fit it, but you'll have it really bent up real bad. But once you get it around that, guys, you can just bend it back because it's real thin metal, real easy to bend. And then just go ahead and put your bolts on there, and guys. And also, guys, when you whenever you have bolts that can get rusted real bad, go ahead and throw you some anti-seize on your bolts there. That way, if you ever tear this, ever have to tear this apart for some reason or put new shields on there, it makes them bolts come off there a whole lot easier. And also, guys, I had to cut off, there's a little screw. I'll show you on the other side. But I wanted to get these shields on here, guys. It helps keep the water, and it helps keep the debris out of this bearing area here. And then also my disc, it helps keep the water and stuff from getting on your disc, so you don't warp your discs and stuff. If you get into a rainstorm or something, and your brakes get real hot, and that helps keep the water off of them. And see, I'll have to do it to this one here. What I'll do, guys, is take that and I'll just cut that right in that area, and then I'll bend this a lot to get it around that other axle, because I got my axles already put together, and I already had my cover put back on, and I also had my fluid already put in the rear differential there. So I didn't want to have to drain all that back out, pull that pan off again, put a new gasket on, and do all that stuff. I should have, like I said, I should have done that before I put the, I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't thinking that I kind of forgot about that I had them sitting over there on the table. And then once I got over, I realized that I forgot to put that dang thing on there. But anyways, guys, the other thing is I couldn't get that screw out on the other side. I probably won't be able to get this one out either. And if you're going to do this and you want to keep your, as you can see, my emergency brake, it fits inside there like that, and then it comes down in here, and then it hooks into this piece here. This is your adjustment for your emergency brake. But I'm not worried about the emergency brake, guys. My wife never used that emergency brake system, and it just, all of it deteriorated. And if you don't use them emergency brakes, guys, your cable's going to end up rusting up, and your spring down there. And it's a good idea to use your emergency brake every now and then, so that way you don't have an issue with your emergency brake system. Like I said, this vehicle's a 99, and she never used the emergency brake. I never used the emergency brake because the area we live in, we don't have a bunch of hills or anything like that where we're parking on a hilly area or anything like that, so we just never bothered using the emergency brake system. And like I said, on that other one over, I couldn't get that screw out of there because it's rusted in there so bad. And so I just went ahead and cut it off with that saw, or that Dremel with the cutoff saw. I ended up just cutting it off so I could put my shield back on there. But I mean, if you wanted to keep your brake system or your emergency brake unit, you're going to have to try to figure out a way of getting that screw out of there too if you're going to change these, or put on new disc shields here. And like I said, they're on this vehicle, well, you can see what's left of it. There ain't hardly anything left of this, the dust shield right here. It's completely gone. It was completely gone on the other side. After so many years, that thin metal, it just ends up you know, rusting away, and then pretty soon, next thing you know, there's none there. So I thought, since I'm you know, redid all this here, put the new bearings in and all that stuff. You can check that other video out on what I did here. I ended up putting the what they call the bearing repair kit for your axle shaft. If you got some wear on your axle shaft, you can get these bearings. You can check that other video I got on this, and you can get these bearings where that brings the bearing out a little farther, so you can reuse your old axle here, guys. If you got some wear in the center of that axle, you'll know what I'm talking about when you tear one apart, especially on a vehicle like this. It's got getting close to 400,000 miles on it. So, and I was actually surprised that there wasn't more wear on them than what there was. There actually wasn't a whole lot of wear on them. Actually, the bearings were not too bad on it. They did have some play in them though. But so we went ahead and replaced them. And like I said, I forgot to put that brake shield on there. I should have done that when I had it off. But guys, if you want, you know, if let's say you're doing your brake system, and you notice that your disc dust shield is pretty much shot or completely gone, and you don't feel like fooling around with pulling your axles out, you know, you got to drain your oil and then take your cover off and then take the bolt out that holds the pin, pull the pin out, and you got them little C-clips in there. You got to take the C-clips out of the axles inside your rear differential to pull one of these axles out. You got to do, you know, quite a bit of work to do that. And if you don't feel like doing that, guys, you can do just what I did right there, and it will work. You know, like I said, cut that, cut it, put your cut in it, bend it bend it real good and work your way around that. And once you get it back on there, guys, you can kind of bend it back in place, and then once you put your bolts on there and tighten your bolts up, you'll be good to go, guys. So there you have it, guys. I thought I'd throw that video out there for somebody that maybe wanting to put those brake dust shields on there and don't know how to do it without pulling out your axles there, guys. That's one way you can do it. It's I mean, it's not that's not the way you're supposed to do it, but it will work that way, guys. That way you got some protection there for your help keep the debris out of this area right in here and around your discs here too, guys. It'll help keep the water, like I said, water and stuff. You could, you know, get some water up in there and it could end up warping your discs or something, you know, if you're using your brakes heavily and then you get cold water on it, it can warp your discs there. This way the shields will help keep that water and debris from getting up in there, guys. So anyways, guys, I think that will wrap this video up on the 99 Blazer there, guys. So thanks for checking out the video. We'll have some more videos to come there, guys. Catch you on the next video, guys.